There are three categories of Adam Sandler movies, and stick with me here, this is important. First, the funny Adam Sandler movies. These are mostly 90s films like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and The Wedding Singer. The jokes are usually about peeing your pants, eating pieces of shit for breakfast, getting hit in the face with objects, I'm a loser so my girlfriend dumped me, etc., etc. Second, the hot dumpster fire movies, which probably contains the highest sheer volume of Adam Sandler trash. Good examples are You Don't Mess with the Zohan and Pixels. Nearly every single one of the Netflix movies he's made in the last several years can be filed under this category too. But there is a third and far more intriguing group of Sandler films, the dramatic movies. And yes, on occasion, Adam Sandler steps into a dramatic movie role and receives a ton of critical acclaim for his performance. He hasn't taken on nearly as many of these parts as someone like Jim Carrey, but he should be commended when he does. Strangely enough, 2002 was a year in which Sandler put out at least one film from all three categories. Mr. Deeds was funny enough, The Hot Chick was not funny, well, at all, and he also took on his first major dramatic role in Paul Thomas Anderson's Punch Drunk Love. The latter film proved to the entire planet that when he wanted to, Adam Sandler could indeed be a serious Hollywood actor. It's been a full 18 years since we've gotten a meaty, head-turning dramatic performance from Sandler, so how exactly did the actor fare in 2019's Uncut Gems? Well, Adam Sandler plays Howard Ratner, a jeweler in New York's Diamond District in 2012. The story centers around Howard's acquisition of a large opal from an Ethiopian mine. He loans the rock to Boston Celtics player Kevin Garnett, played by the big man himself, and as to be expected, insanity commences. And when I say insanity commences, I mean that Ratner isn't just a jeweler, he's also a compulsive gambler who apparently owes money to literally every single person in Manhattan. And Howard Ratner doesn't just have a gambling problem, he appears to have a life problem, stumbling, cursing, and ranting his way through even the most basic human interactions. And here's the most exhausting thing about Ratner. Every single time he comes to a fork in the road, he chooses the wrong path. Let me break it down like this. If Howard Ratner is taking a very basic exam and the very first question on the test is 2 + 2 =, he doesn't just write down 5, he writes down 5, announces to the entire room that he's writing down 5, calls up his girlfriend and tells her, baby, it's so exciting, I just wrote down 5 and all these assholes in the class next to me think it's 4, but I know better and the answer is 5 and we're gonna have so much money and we're gonna be loaded and I'm gonna take you on a fucking vacation to the fucking Bahamas, and after I hang up the phone, I want you to call your mom and tell her we made it because I know the answer to this question right here, the question of 2 + 2, and the answer is 5. So, Uncut Gems is a debilitating look at a man who simply does not know how to get out of his own way. He alienates everyone he comes across, burns every single bridge, and will desperately do everything in his power to feed his gambling addiction because deep down, in the bottom of his soul, he knows that the next one, the next bet, the next score, that will be the big one. You might think all of this explanation about this one particular character is a bit much, but this is the essence of Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler plunges headfirst into the part and owns every single second of screen time. The film never leaves him, it doesn't ask us to empathize with him, but it does its best to show us the man. Directors Josh and Benny Safdie drenched the movie with an 80s vibe bolstered by an omnipresent synth score that doesn't let up for a full 2 hours and 10 minutes. This particular film style isn't necessarily for everyone, with characters constantly talking over each other and a herky-jerky camera that's always in motion. And something else that needs mentioning is this. Uncut Gems is one of the most uncomfortable movies I have ever experienced. It's not uncomfortable because of the language or the violence, it's uncomfortable because of Sandler's performance, bringing us into the mind of someone who cannot help but keep digging his own grave. Is Uncut Gems a good movie? Without question. Is Uncut Gems a movie I want to see again? The answer to that question seems a little bit more hazy. Adam Sandler does give an outstanding performance, so if you're okay with watching a man's soul leave his body repeatedly as he desperately tries to fix his situation, I can definitely recommend checking this one out. Thank you so much for listening. If you like my content, please subscribe and click the notification bell. You can also like, share, or comment below, and I'll see you next time.